I'm Carly from Kip McGrath in Carlisle, and today we're looking at onomatopoeia. So, sounds like a really complicated word, but actually it's really not that bad. It's going to be quite a quick video today because there's not all that much to cover, but the gist of it is onomatopoeia is words that sound like what they're describing, okay? So bang sounds like what it's describing. It sounds like the collision, bang, crash, drip, dribble, trickle, things like that. We can also have whoosh, splash. All those sort of words are ways to make our writing more interesting for the person who is reading it. So when we use an onomatopoeia, it would be especially useful in stories and things like that, but we also see it most of the time in comic books. So when I'm reminding children, I tend to say, okay, comic book writing, that's what we're doing here. So we're trying to get in those sound words. And they can just make a sentence just that little bit more interesting. Okay, they're also an example of a really short sentence, breaking up your writing and drawing back the reader. So for example, you can use them to start a sentence, start sort of a paragraph even. We could have been writing something, then all of a sudden it just says crash. And that would then bring your reader back in, draw them in, get them really interested, and you can then write your next sentence to expand on that. Picture fell to the floor. And you could add in another onomatopoeic word, and we could say with a thud. Thud would be another one. So it doesn't always have to be written like that, but that's a good example of how we would do it to really draw in the attention. And in comic books, it's just going to be annotated on the picture usually, and that's kind of how onomatopoeia works. It is useful if the children can remember the word. I know when I was younger, I tended to think about on-a-mat up here, almost, onomatopoeia. It's the Cumbrian sort of voice there, I'm guessing. But onomatopoeia is the sound words. It's useful if they can identify them in writing, but it's even more useful if they can start using them themselves and making things more interesting that way. If anybody's got any questions or if you've got your favourite onomatopoeic word, please share them below. Thanks.